Bobby?
It'll just be more and more of the same. If you pay up now, he'll be on your back forever.
It's Simpson, isn't it? So, what's he got on you, Dad?
Please, take a seat, both of you. I've been dreading this moment for years, and, well, nothing's going to make it any easier. So, Matt, it's about your brother Shane. I am the person responsible for his death. I fired the rifle. It was me.
That day at the cemetery, listening to me go on about Shane. How could you hypocrite?
Please, Matt, let me try to explain at least.
Look, what's to explain? You're a murderer. All those years you knew you'd killed my brother.
I know how you must be feeling. Believe me, I do.
Is that all you can say? You make me sick, you
Matt,
moralising
it must
creep.
have been an accident. It was, wasn't it, Dad?
Yes, of course it was. Look, I was keen to be part of the community. I joined the local rifle club and I went out hunting one day alone for practice.
Can you get to the point?
I am trying to. I saw, or at least I thought I saw a rabbit. I fired and I went looking for it, and then that's when I found Shane's body. I drove straight home to phone the police and told Barbara. She was terrified of the repercussions and begged me to remain silent.
Yeah, that'd be right. I mean, you got to look after number one, don't you?
No, it wasn't like that. For heaven's sake, Matt, I was in shock. I had 2 small children to consider.
Yeah? Well, so did my parents once.
All right, I should have gone to the police, but I didn't. I listened to Barbara instead.
Yeah. While my brother lay there dead.
Matt.
Look, hear me finish, please. Just hear me out. Before I could do anything else, Simpson turned up with a proposition. He said he'd seen everything. He said he'd go and tell the police, unless I agreed to his terms, that he'd seen me kill Shane. Blackmail.
You really expect me to believe that?
Matt, you know Dad isn't capable of murder.
God, Bobby, that's all you care about, isn't it? That your precious father goes free. I mean, what about my mother and father? What do I tell them?
It's Simpson. He's the guilty one.
No, Bobby. Look, you murdered my brother. And you're going to pay for it. I'm going to call the police.
I find it a little strange, you keeping the gun after all these years.
Yes, I expect it is a trifle odd, but, well, it was a gift, and, well, deep down I've always harboured this slim hope that one day I might be able to prove my innocence. Seems rather unlikely now, though, doesn't it?
So what will happen to Dad now?
We'll have to take Mr. Fisher to the station to make a statement. We'll need you too, for a few particulars.
You'd better phone Elsa. We might need her support.
Is it okay if I make a phone call?
Sure.
Don't worry, Dad. Everything will be okay. Love you. Dad, let me come with you.
I'm all right, I promise, Bobby. Come on, come on.
But he didn't do it. He couldn't have. This is all a big mistake.
Come on, Bobby, don't upset yourself, please. Come on.
Simpson's the one you want. Simpson!
It's alleged you've been attempting to extort $10,000 from Donald Fisher.
What?
But you don't deny you're a witness to the shooting.
Oh, bloody oath it was.
Now tell me what you saw.
What's there to tell? Fisher pointed the rifle at the boy and pulled the trigger.
Oh, he claims it was an accident.
Well, as I said, I saw him. It was no accident.
Why didn't you report it at the time?
Well, he threatened to get me. Isn't that right, Del?
So what was his motive?
How the hell would I know? What am I? A mind reader. As I said, he threatened to get me if I said a word. The man's a psycho.
Fisher's got a good reputation in this town.
So?
Hard to believe he's the violent type.
Well, we've seen that side of him, haven't we, Bill?
Fisher's also got a clean record.
So you know I've got a record. Big deal. I've done my time.
And why are you still here? If Fisher's been threatening you.
Well, you've seen my record. You know I'm a local. It's not easy bringing up a kid on your own. Thought I'd bring her back here to see a few familiar faces. No law against that, is it?
Well, I hope you're planning on staying around for a while. We'll need you for further questioning.
No worries.
Being handcuffed was bad enough, but I was interrogated for so long, I almost believed I was a murderer.
Well, you're home now. That's the main thing.
Well, yes, after spending a night in the lockup, home sounds like heaven. I beg your pardon? Who is this?
Who was that?
Another sensitive well-wisher.
Donald, call the police immediately.
Celia, do you mind?
Dad doesn't want them involved.
Well, Donald, if you don't take action, these vandals will think that they can get away with murder.
Oh, good one, Celia.
Oh, I mean that they're real criminals, Donald. You're just a victim of circumstance. I'm very proud that you had the moral fibre to give yourself up. I just wished that you'd done it a little sooner, that's all.
Rub it in, why don't you?
Well, fancy that degenerate Simpson thinking that he could intimidate you. I mean, you of all people. I know the Stewart name will suffer a backlash over all of this, but we'll deal with that when we come to it.
Oh, well, no doubt I can expect more of those abusive phone calls.
Now, I must go. If there's anything else I can do.
Oh, I never thought you'd ask.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Look, I wonder if you'd mind coming back later. It's just that we're in the middle of having lunch.
It won't take long. I just came round to tell you that we sent your gun to the ballistics experts. Well, the results came back half an hour ago. It wasn't the weapon used to kill the boy.